parachute planes. Let's see where we drift to. Buffers in reverse, road signs wrecked. It's CK gaming time. Driving trains, trucks too, parachute planes. Let's see where we drift to. Buffers in reverse, road signs wrecked. It's CK gaming time. Driving trains, getting to stations, forgetting to stop. Driving through red lights, bad buffer stops. It's time for CK gaming. CK gaming. Driving through stations, forgetting to stop. Driving through red lights, bad buffer stops. It's time for CK gaming.
Hey, good morning everybody. Welcome to another stream on YouTube and Twitch, hopefully. Both are working well. We have Egbert in chat on Twitch, so that's a good sign. At least, obviously, it means that Twitch is getting out there, which is a good thing. Hope everyone is good. Fully live. Thank you, Egbert. Yes, I don't know what the stream title is like on Twitch today. Does it say Train Sim Well 5? I hope so. I'm not sure about YouTube, though, but I think I could change it on the Twitch side of things. I've also put in the title TSW5, so hopefully I won't get so many questions today. Alright, it's just Train Sim Classic. But we shall see. Sure does. TSW5, yeah. YouTube I can change quite easily once the stream's out there. But today, yes, going to be doing the SBahn route, which came out a couple of days ago for the PS5, the Xbox Series S and X, and the PC. Not on PS4 or Xbox One, unfortunately. The route can't run on those platforms, and the timetable is a bit cut down also on the consoles too. So anyway, all I'm going to be doing in this stream today is I'm just going to be exploring as a passenger. So I'm just going to be literally walking around, jumping on trains, and not driving. If you want to see driving, there's plenty of content creators out there doing driving on this route streams. I'll probably do some driving on the route streams at some point as well, but for now I will just be focusing on walking around as a person. So anyway, we're at one of the stations. We're at one of the which I think it's called Wiesbaden. Forgive my German here. So we're just standing outside, well, as far as we can go. Hopefully you're picking up the game audio. Let me just check. Oh no, we're not picking up the game audio. Very naughty CK. You should get sacked. Right, anyway. So yeah, so this is a route that includes 3 SBahn routes and some other bits and pieces as well. Let me just show you the route map. So we're here at the moment at a place called Wiesbaden, and the other end of the route is Frankfurt. So this is all Frankfurt here, and there's 3 S-Bahn lines you can drive. The S1, the S8 and the S9, and they cover all these little areas here. So there's quite a lot. There's also Frankfurt Airport is included. You've got 2 stations for Frankfurt Airport. We've got the intercity line and also the regional barn line. I'm trying to remember where the actual... There we go. I think it's here. Is that it here? No. I'm trying to work out where the different stations are. But as I said, there's 2 Frankfurt international stations. I think they're here actually. Here we go. So this is Frankfurt Airport. We've got the big airport terminal station, and then we have like one that doesn't exist anymore. In 2018, when this route was set, there was a regional station. I think this was the original station, and then they built a big new one. Can't remember how it works now, but anyway. So in this route we got both. And then we got Frankfurt over here. Unfortunately, they didn't go past Frankfurt station, so all the S-Bahn services carry on towards the east. I'll try and find a route map while I'm walking around the station, because then it'll start having a wander around. Now I've tried to set it as close to real time as possible, so at the moment it's 9:40 in game, and it's also 9:40 in the UK. So obviously this isn't set in German time, this is set an hour different, but for realism it would have to be set an hour later, but we'll just go with it. So there's coffee shops here, there's also lockers. We've got lots of trains. Now, as I said, on the consoles, a lot of these trains you won't see unless they're part of the services. I don't know if you can hear everything alright, the sounds and things. As I said, I'm just going to be a passenger today though, so just having a quick look at the trains that you can get here. We've got this train here which is going to be going at 10:19 back to Offenbach, which is the S8 route. So that's one of the routes that you can drive, is the S8 route. And then there's the S9 and also the S1. Here's the route map over here, which is very hard to see because of sunlight, but this is where we are over here, where it says S1, S9, S8, so we can literally drive these lines. There's some interesting things along these routes actually. There's the Opel car factory station. There's also a station that has a Roman amphitheatre, which is this one here, the Römisches Theatre stop, which is on the S8 line. So you can see the routes all stop at different stations as well. And there's also little snippets. So for example, on because there's a few states, so you can drive a little bit of the S2 as well, but you can literally just drive from Frankfurt, which is here, and then you can drive along to literally where the route goes off. So you can drive some S2 services as well. You can also route hop at Frankfurt, so you can go on to the Frankfurt to Fulda route as well, which then takes you in a different direction, takes you more to the sort of east, I think. And you can also route hop at Mainz, but you can route hop to another route, which is an 80s route, which takes you to Koblenz. So you can drive that, but obviously one route is set in the 80s and one route isn't, so it's a little bit interesting. But yeah, potentially you can do a lot of driving if you're just route hopping. You can cover a lot of mileage. Anyway, just have a quick look more around the station. We got the Sam Wedge here. Some donuts over here. Dip those donuts, and then we have Offenwald, whatever those mean. my German is terrible. Some signage. We have the Fahrkarten, or however it's pronounced. I guess RMW is like the local company that handle the commuter rail, bit like we have like Southern and, you know, First Great Western. I guess they're TOCs. You've not had breakfast yet, RL. Well, you better hurry up, Egbert, because it won't be long before it becomes lunchtime. We have Wasco. Poor old Egbert. It's the Bücher. I guess that's the bookshop. I'm only guessing because there's a picture of a book there as part of the shop front there. And then we have the what's this over here? The Deutschland Musik. So there you go. And butchers. A lot of rubbish about. And then this is where the Prime Minister lives, because it says number 10. And more lockers over here. And then we got lots of bikes over here. And we got an ice train over there as well, an ICE train. Anyone want a bike? Plenty of bikes here. They're all the same make, just different colours. Anyway, I better find a train to go on. I don't care where the route is or where we're going. Just want to get on a train and just see where we end up. Obviously, I can't get all the trains. Don't think this train's going anywhere, is it? This isn't going to. This is the 10:26, I think. Maybe, I don't know. Can't get that one anyway. Because it's going to go off map. So we can't really drive it or sit in it. Well, we could sit in it, but then we'd end up being teleported out of the game. What train is this one? This is the 9:49. Oh, we could get this one. This is the S8 train. Going to Offenbach. So let's have a quick look at the route map and see where S8 is taking us. I think the S8 was the one that was taking us to the... is it the S8? Yeah, the S8 takes us to the Roman theatre. So you wanted to go to have a look at a Roman amphitheatre. Yeah, let's go to a Roman amphitheatre. Well, hopefully we can. I'm guessing this is the one, 9:49. Yeah, so we better get on it. It's not in service at the moment though. This is a Class 430 train, and these trains are new to Train Sim World 5. So these are a new edition of their... Oh dear, just fallen off the track here, that's terrible. With some LED lights. Look, there's people on the train already. Come on, you can get on. Let's just get on the train anyway. Let's have a walk down. Oh! Quick, let's get on quick. Oi! Let me in, please. Oh, everyone's just... They're just using the magic. Oh, gosh. I don't know what happened there. I think this is because I stood on someone's head. Right, does this say anything? Oh, that's good. It's got all the station stops. So we're stopping at 10:06. We should be at the Roman Theatre. Let's just have a quick walk down the train then. Tickets, please. Only joking. Let's see if we can see anyone that we recognise. Can we see a Katie here or an Egbert? Can we see a CK? I can't see any old gits on the train, so I don't... Oh dear. Off duty. The only thing that's missing is the audio, I suppose. You know, to have person telling you where we're going. But yeah, we can go to the Romish Theatre, I guess. And then this one here, the Opel work, that's the Opel car factory. So that's a station just for workers to use that are going to the car factory. No tickets, no. They probably all got their travel cards, you know, like an Oyster card type thing. I mean, that's what I've got basically. Do you think I should sit in first class? I mean, to be honest, there's not much difference. It's a bit like the trains here. What's she doing? Why is she sitting like that? Oh, okay. Got it. I mean, look. I mean, what is the difference between... Well, let's just sit here. Right, let's just sit down if I can. Oh. Right, anyway, we're off now. We're heading off to the Roman amphitheatre. So yeah, it's not going to be much going on, you know, as I said, no driving. If you want to see driving, there's plenty of other streams doing driving. I just thought I'd just be a passenger today and have a look at the scenery from the side. I just hope that the frame rates don't dive to single figures, but you know, being that I'm on a potato PC, there's the old little fire extinguishers between the seats over there. Now I'm going to try and not jump off at any of the stations along the route as much as I can, because sometimes it can be like a 20 minute wait between trains, so I don't really want to jump off and then have to wait 20 minutes. That wouldn't be very good. I have driven along this route nearly all day yesterday. I was playing this route, just driving, and I thought, well, there's a lot of people doing this route, but they're all driving it, so I thought I'd just be a bit different and do let's just pretend to be a passenger for a change, you know, as if like I'm visiting Frankfurt and I've got one of those, you know, Oyster card tickets, you know, like a one-day travel card, and I just want to explore the route and look at the places and stations, look at the scenery. Going to take motion blur off. So, oh look, we're going past one of those like cooker things with all the stuff. Just look at the housing and things as we go along. Allotments. There's a lot going on with this route. It will stutter from time to time, but that's just TSW for you, isn't it, really? You do also get to see some aircraft as well on the approach to Frankfurt now and again, which is quite cool. So we're coming up to the first station, which is quite a big station, it looks like. I'm just going to walk out here quickly. Be like, this one is Wiesbaden Ost, East, I guess. Let's get back on the train quick. Before it leaves without me. Oh. With his Mr. with his sporty bag there. It's like he's just been to the gym, or he's going to the gym. So yeah, I know this stream probably won't be the best for everybody. But I just thought, you know, be a bit different. As I said, I've been driving up and down the route, and I've been going through some of the stations, and they've been quite interesting. I only knew about what some of the stations are because I had a look at the live stream from Dovetail the other day, and they had a couple of people that knew the route, and they were just talking about some of the stations and that, and I thought, oh, that's interesting. So I don't even know if we'd be able to get into the amphitheatre bit and have a look, although there was. So I'm hoping that when we go out the station we can actually walk around it and get an idea of what it's like. Anyway, at least he's driving better than me, because by the time I get to the stations I've literally got to leave again because I'm running late. Yeah, the only thing you're really missing, I suppose, is the announcement. So, where's that screen gone? I'm sure there was a screen somewhere, wasn't it? Maybe I should sit where I can see a screen so I can look up it while I'm going. Maybe I should sit here, and I can look up at that screen while we're going. That's not the best place to sit. About this seat here. Can I sit in that seat? Yeah, that might be better. Right, so next station is called... Oh, we're at Mainz Nord is the next stop. Mainz Nord, or Mainz. Some happy chappies on the train. What's that say up there? See, when you're driving a train, you forget about all these screens and stuff. Look at that as another bit of track we're going over here. The wrong button. I somehow just jumped out of the train. Oh, it's a football pitch. On some boats. We're going over a bridge. Let's have a look outside. We could actually go out to these sort of views as well while I'm sitting in the train, couldn't I, really? Just to make it a bit more exciting. So you can get to see a bit of the scenery. Sort of like Euro truck style, you know. Oh, on top of the bridge. Help! I think we're going over the Rhine here. Part of it, anyway. Right, we're coming up to... Oh yeah, Mainz Nord. Interesting station, this. Interesting station. Quite a long train, actually. Just realised. Actually, pretty long. How many coaches are we? Pretty long train here. Look at the detail on the pantographs and stuff. Pretty decent. Yeah, so this is Mainz Nord. Not bad, is it really? There's another railway track over there. So these seem to be 4-car units, these. So we've got a 12 coacher here. Interesting little walkway down there as well to the ground. And then you literally come out the bottom and there's like a railway line, which I guess is just either disused or a freight line that they never use that much. I don't know. Must be a right pain trying to cross the road though. Oh, looks like everyone's left. Everyone's got off. They were so shocked at my antics, they've all left the train. Is there actually anyone on the train at all? Oh, there is some, okay. I thought maybe they'd all abandoned me. I thought they'd all left the train. Alright, next stop is Mainz Hauptbahnhof, which I suppose is like the central station. This is where you can also route hop, so you can go onto another route if you want to Koblenz. You can also get some intercity and regional services from Mainz, so if you want to go to Frankfurt quicker, you can change there and then get a faster service. As we're going to the amphitheatre, we won't be doing that. Anyway, I hope you're enjoying the stream of sorts. Maybe it's just something you can just watch and chill to as I just manoeuvre myself around. A bit like following me on as I have a one-day travel card in London. And then you have to put up with everything. All the waiting. What time are we due into that next station anyway? We're due in there at 10:01, so we've got a few minutes. And then I think the next stop after that one is the amphitheatre one, I think. Is it the next one after that? Yeah, I think so. Oh, there's a shunter there, which you might be able to drive. Now, there are some freight services you can drive on here. Again, if you're on a console, no, you can't, unfortunately. But if you're on a PC and you can run the full timetable, then there's a lot more things you can run and see. There's a lot of detail on this route. You know, the scenery goes off quite far into the distance, but they've also got a lot of clutter about. So it's quite a lot of detail in this route. I can sort of see why. Oh look, we're racing a train there. That's pretty cool. That's one of the diesel multiple units. Now you need, I think it's Mantle Bahn to get that train. Let's have a quick look at it here. Yeah, so this is the, I think it's the class 642, I think. Yeah. I better get back over here. Just, oh dear, I'm panicking. Keep thinking the train's going to go without me, and then we'll have to wait like 20 minutes for another one. That one is going to Nicht Einsteigen. Someone's going to probably say to me, but CK, that means not in service. I know. I know, it's not really going to a place called Nicht Einsteigen, but anyway. Oh, next stop is the Roman Theatre. That should be exciting. This is the West Frankenbahn. Some happy people on that train over there, isn't there? Oh look, is that Egbert? There's Egbert there, isn't it? Is that Egbert? It's Egbert's train driver, or was that Egbert over there? I don't know, could be. Could be the Egbert family. It's funny actually, I think my driver looks a bit like that, because I mean you don't really have much choice when it comes to making avatars, what they look like. Yeah. I don't know how long we're gonna stay here for. It's probably because this is quite a big station. You probably have to stay here for a couple of minutes. But these big stations like this are really cool, because obviously if I'm running late, you've got a chance to make up time. Now that train is going to somewhere called Alzey. What's it all about? Alzey. Oh, nothing changes. Still just a nut job as always. This is platform 4B, apparently. Eggetar. I like that. He looks a bit like a Premiership ref. Oh. Right, anyway, next stop is the Roman Amphitheatre. We can get off and hopefully have a look at it. Or if not, I don't know. It could be. This could be a journey of disaster. Porridge is cooking. The porridge. Should be going into some tunnels in a sec, if I remember this route. Got a nice bloom effect there. Right. And I think we literally come out the station and then we're literally there. So I don't really know much about this station. I don't know if the Roman amphitheatre was found while they were building the station, or whether or not it was here before they built the station, or whether or not the station was already here and then they discovered it later. I don't know. No idea. The fact that they actually called the station the Roman amphitheatre might be a clue. Although they might have renamed it after, you know. I mean, they could have just had... It's a bit like in Salisbury if they just had a railway station called the Salisbury Farmers Field Station. And then they found some rocks there and went, oh, it's Stonehenge. And then they called it Stonehenge after. Right, anyway, let's get off. Is this where is this the station? I hope it is. Is it the station? Oh gosh, I hope it is. I hope I haven't just got off at the wrong station now. That would be hilarious, wouldn't it? I'm sure it's behind us. Yeah, it is. It's on the other side. Now, I don't know if these... Oh, they do. Wow. That's good. Does the lift actually what it does? Some of the stations are a bit... Okay, let's get in here. I'm just lazy. Can't be bothered to walk. Can we... It's just because I don't want to go down the stairs, you know. Oh, here we go. Oh, I like the interior here. I like the tiles. Makes me think of Scrabble for some reason. Who wants a game of Scrabble? How far can we actually come through here though? There's another lift there to platform 1. There's a bike rack. Can we actually come out of here and walk around? Ooh, that's interesting. Am I on the right side though, or am I on the wrong side? Ooh. I think we're on the wrong side. I think I need to be on the other side, maybe. Yeah. Okay. Well, that was a bit of a disaster, CK. We're not even at the right side, so we need to go over to the other side. Oh dear. Right. Anyway, let's get back into the station. I'm surprised you can actually walk this far out. Sometimes they put invisible walls here. What's this over here? Is that a truck? What truck is that? Can I actually see that truck? What sort of truck is it? No, you can't, unfortunately. Right. Never mind, we're going to go in this way. There we go, the Mines Rhonish Theatre. Or however it's pronounced. ETS, yeah. Oh, anyone want anything to eat there? Well, they look a bit like Cadbury's caramels, don't they? Those ones with the sort of yellow and purplish sort of colour. You can get some sand, a crisp of sand and snow. Hot pie flavour. Connections, extra salty. Level up, level down. That sounds a bit like the government. A Choco Loco. The unofficial chocolate bar of Loco Stop Spot. Chocolade. Split. And then we've got some energy drinks. We've got Dove drink. What's that one called? Spaced. That sounds a bit dodgy. Tap water. Well, at least they're being honest and telling you what you're getting. Hey. Yeah, there we go. We can go to the theatre this way. Right, it only took us about an hour to work it out. This is the Citadel. And then what else we got up here? We got the Allsgang, yeah. So it says it's this way. So can you actually get out of here then this way? Oh, there's the route map. Might as well get that done while we're here. So this is it here. Now, can you actually get in here though? You can't. How am I supposed to get in here then? There's no point pointing me to the Roman amphitheatre if I can't get in it. Terrible. Oh, maybe we can get in here. Can we get in here? Oh, here we go. Here we go. We can get in here. Yes. We can have a look at the Roman amphitheatre. Or maybe not. It just takes us to a bus stop. Can we? No, you can't do this game. You can't block me from going down there. That's mean. What's the point? Well, yeah. Is there any way that I can get through anything? I know, it's terrible, isn't it, Egbert? I think telling me I can go this way, and then I can't. Terrible. Is there a way that we can sneak in here? Come on, sneak in. Well, I suppose the only way you can really see it properly then is if you get on a train and then just sit in it. Just gonna check something in case I can click on something. No, just in case you could click on the gate and it opened up or something. I wonder if there's another way we can get around there. There might be a sneaky way round. Wonder if what happens if we come out the station. Is there a way out of here? Or is the entrance only the... There's one of the intercity trains going through. Let's get this while we're here as well. The first aid points. Oh, that's a bummer, isn't it? Oh, here comes another train. I still feel like not giving up though. I feel cheated though, don't you, Egbert? I feel like having a refund. I bought a ticket to the amphitheatre and they won't let me in. I suppose this is the only way you can see it is through here, I suppose. You can't even see anything because of the reflections on the window. You didn't pay? Oh no, you didn't, did you? No, of course not. No, because you're... It's only me that pays. Yeah. But anyway. It's a shame you can't sit down on a seat somewhere, because then you could use the 8-cam. I feel like putting the train on the track just so I can go to the amphitheatre. You know, go into free roam mode and just stick a train down on the track and block everything up for half an hour and say, well, I want to see the amphitheatre. So it's even got the sign there, look. And then you go up here and it's just a rip-off. Terrible. What's down here actually? There is a castle turret here. So that's quite nice. Oh, you can actually go across to the other side. That's interesting. This is what I mean. They let you do this, right? Oh, maybe they don't. Okay. I was going to say they let you go to the other side and then they wouldn't let you go to the theatre. There's steps going down by the church. Yeah, but you need to get there first, Egbert. That's the problem. You can. If you can't get to the church, then you can't get down to it. You see, I can only go to here. I can only get to here. It won't let me go any further. It's blocked. There's like an invisible wall here, so I can't get past here. If that makes sense. If I could get over there, I could. But there's an invisible wall, so I have to wait for that person who does the invisible wall mods to do one for this route, and then I can probably walk up there and I know, it's sucky, isn't it? Anyway, let's have a quick look. So you can kind of see the Roman amphitheatre there. Part of it. This is a bummer. I think they're obviously still doing bits and pieces with it because they've all this scaffolding up everywhere. But yeah, it's a shame you can't actually go up the road a bit, because they actually could have made something of that, couldn't they, if they'd have just opened that bit up so you could actually walk around in there, maybe even hidden an achievement in there somewhere. You know, like you pick it up, one of the collectible things they could have put in there. And then there's also like a little walkway down there, I suppose, but yeah, there is. Although I don't know if the pathway from the church actually goes there. I think that's just a pathway that's going from the church down to where that fence is. I don't think you can actually get in there from there either. Never mind. Never mind. While we're here though, I'm just going to see if there's any when's the next train due in on this platform? Let's just have a quick look. 10:26. What's the time now? That's 10:20, isn't it? I think. Right, I'm just gonna be a bit sneaky here. I'm just gonna be really sneaky. Alright, let's put in a class 08. We'll just be completely different and do a... There we go. You know, something just completely different here. Oh, it won't let me spawn it in. Oh, that's annoying. Right, what about here? Right, we'll just put it here for a split second. Just get in here. Right. Will it disrupt everything? Probably. But do I care? No. Just sit here. Right, here we go. Right, everybody. Now we can have a look at the amphitheatre. Here we go. There we are. So there's the amphitheatre. Rip off Britain. Yeah. So here we go. This is the next best thing anyway. We can pretend that we're actually walking around it. So yeah, this is the amphitheatre. And yeah, it's not bad. A little bit of scaffolding here and there and everywhere. And then we got the an old looks a bit like Tetris over there, or Minecraft. And then there's the walkway, there's the stairway to the church there, Egbert. So as I said, it was just leading down to a path. Still building it. Yeah. 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 And then there's like this little walkway that you can go up over here for some reason. I don't know what that's for. It's almost like, I don't know where it takes you. Oh, it takes you to a dodgy bit of scenery that they don't want to, that you shouldn't really be seeing. It's not bad though, is it really? You can pretend to be sitting here and but anyway, there we go. So we've had a tour of the amphitheatre. And I better get back on the train and better delete it in case I'm in case I'm disrupting everything. Imagine it, there's probably a pile up of trains now waiting, all because I've had that shunter sitting there on the track. Right, anyway, I can't remember what platform we came in on. I think it was this side, wasn't it? Or was it on the other side? Don't know, let's have a look. What's the next trains? We got 1, 2, oh, that's SBahn, and that's going back the other way. Offenbach, that was where we were going to, wasn't it? Next train is in Oh my gosh, how long? Oh my god. This is the trouble when you get off a train and suddenly you've got like a bit of a wait. Okay, let's go this way then. What's on this? What's the next train on this platform? Mines, 10:33. Okay, well there's a bit of a wait here as well. Let's have a look on here. Next service is 10:33. Oh, what's this one? Oh, that's passing through. Okay. That's one of those intercity ones again. But BR101. Okay. So then next one is 10:26. That's going to RB44. I guess that's the next one then, isn't it? 10:26. So we could get that one and go back to another station. And then there's 10:36 is the S8. That's the next stop station one on that one. Next one is 10:22 in a minute. Back to Wiesbaden. And then we got the mines one at 10:33. Breaking news: in Germany, a 1980s 08 diesel shunter appeared for several minutes and disappeared. Some people say it's Doctor Who's new ride. Police haven't commented. So what platform was that regional train coming into? This one, wasn't it? Going to Mannheim. Well, we'll wait for that one then. And then we'll see where it takes us. I think we can go to the airport. We could go to the Frankfurt airport. What's this one? Where's that going? Oh no, that's going back to where we came from. We don't really want to go back to where we came from, do we? That's the S8 to Wiesbaden. Quite like the German DLCs because there's so many routes that you get now. You get so many like layers and things. So if you get a lot of the DLCs, you end up having quite a lot of rolling stock in it. I suppose it's a bit like a Train Sim Classic scenario, isn't it, really, where you have a lot of third-party stuff. Okay, anyway. What's he looking at? Is he looking at the sky? I was just wondering what he was like thinking about. Well, the other train should be here in a minute. So this is a regional train, so this one will skip stations, so this won't stop at all the stations. What was there? What's that up there? Oh, an A350. Oh, is that Is that my train there? Oh, I think that's... No, that wasn't mine, was it? Oh yeah, it was. Quick. It's my train. Quick. Get on. Quick. Oh. I thought it was on the other. I thought it was on my side. Oh dear. Am I sure this is the train that we're getting? Oh, I don't know. Is this the right train? It says Mannheim. I think it is. The seating's a little bit posher on this one. Let's go sit in first class. And sit in here. Look, you get little. It's like the trains on Southern. You get like these little anti-macassar thingies. That's basically the difference between. No, I better not be naughty. Sit in first class. Whoa. I guess this is the right side because obviously I came in and the amphitheatre was on the other side. So yeah, it's a shame it it won't focus into that map. Although this is a regional train to Mannheim, so this won't be on that map anyway. Oh look, it says 1 on it. Look. After all that rushing, oh, it's leaving before the doors are closed. That's a bit like what they do on Train Sim Classic, isn't it? In a scenario, you end up watching them all leave. Got no idea what the next station is. I'm guessing it might be the airport, but I might be wrong. We could be going to Frankfurt airport now. I've got no idea. This is a journey of chaos. Not many people on the train though, is there? Wow, is that a house actually sunk in the ground there? Terrible. Maybe we're going to go off map. Why am I getting the feeling we're going to go off map? Am I supposed to have got this train? I don't know. Maybe we're going off the map. I think we are. I've just got this feeling. I don't know why. I just feel like we're going to go off map. Look, we're seeing houses are hovering. I think we're going to go off map. Oh no, I think we're going to go off. Yeah, look, there's houses that are like half buried in the ground. Yeah, and the scenery's disappearing. Yep, I think we're going off map. Oh dear, CK. I was hoping it was good. Yeah, well. Oh, I can't get out. Oh. Oh, I hope we don't get kicked out of the game now. That wouldn't be good. Oh, here we go. Oh no, how do I... I'm stuck. Oh, here we go. Right, let's quickly get out of here. Quick. Which way do I need to go? Oh my god. Alright, let's just go. Which way have I got to run? Is it this way? Or have I got to go the other way? Oh, hang on a minute. I think I need to run this way. It's a good job. It's a good job. I've always been a fast runner. It's a good job. I was good at running at school. Feels like a zombie flick. Oh, shush now. Can I actually? Why can't I run? No. Why isn't it not letting me go? Oh no, I'm stuck here. Why won't it let me go any further? Oh, that's not good. Maybe I've got to go this way then. Hang on, can I go this way? Oh, thank goodness for that. No. What about down here? God. It's not letting me go past that wall. That's so mean. Right, okay. There is another way I can do this, I think. And we can do... where was it we came from? Right, so we're here. Quick! Oh, I could have jumped on that. Well, maybe. Oh, where was it going anyway? There it is. Right, and then that's the station here. Yes. Right, hopefully this will work. Hopefully. Ta-da! Right, as if nothing ever happened. Right then. Right, we're back here again. Oh dear. Nothing's ever simple with me, is it? Right, anyway, at least I know not to get the train that's going to Mannheim again. Which is the mines. That's the one that's we just went through, isn't it? Right, let's get on this one anyway, and we'll go back a few stations, if I can. How not to get on a train? Yeah. Anyway, let's we'll go up a couple of platforms and let's sit here, shall we? Or sit on this side, maybe. There we are. Right, hopefully this won't be going to a station that doesn't exist. Oh, hang on, quick. I was risking everything then. Ah, oh, dear. Right. Yeah, we'll go back to mines and then we'll see if we can get a train that's going to go to Frankfurt from there. To be honest, I should have picked a train that actually said it was going to Frankfurt and not Mannheim. I should have realised. Right, anyway, looks like we're about to leave. Final destination 2. Yeah. think it's only one stop, isn't it, to Mines? Mines over matter. Hey, just subbed. Hey, thanks Pete's Transport. Thanks for that. Hope you're well. Just doing a bit of exploring at the moment as a passenger, so just wandering around. Checking out some of the stations. We just visited the amphitheatre on the last stop. Minecraft. Oh, very good, Egbert. Minecraft. Well, it looks like we're in a tunnel here. It's very dark, isn't it? But yeah, thanks Pete's Transport. I'll have a look. If you've got a YouTube, I'll check your channel out if you've got one, and with some videos on, I'll give you a sub back. Have a look at what you have on content as well. Yeah, I mean, I was thinking about doing a driving stream, but then I thought, well, there's a lot of driving streams already out there for this route, so I thought I'd just do, like, just wander around, check out some of the stations, and yeah, just end up going off map and doing bad stuff, it seems. So it looks like we're waiting for a signal here before we go in to the station. It's dark, creepy. Yeah, a little bit. It's weird, isn't it, in the tunnels in this sim, because you have the lighting on for the cabin, and yet it's a lot of it's still dark. So we're in I think we're in a class 425 at the moment. BR 425, I think this is. Have a quick wander up and down. Actually, it's a little bit lighter here because this is where the exit to the tunnel is, so I'm guessing we're just waiting for a red light. Yeah, here we go. Have a driver's view. So yeah, we're just waiting for a red light into the station. It's got a bit of you're right there with your hair, my friend. You need to get your hair sorted out. You don't have this yet. I'm a ring about it. Yeah, as always, I'd probably just look to see what people are saying on it. I don't know if you're on console or PC. If you're on a PC, you get a better timetable. I don't know what console you've got either, because this route isn't available on all consoles. I think if you've got a PS4 or an Xbox One, you can't get this route at all. If you have a PS5, an Xbox Series X, or an S, then you can get this route, but you have a reduced timetable. On the PC you have a full timetable, so just something to bear in mind. Carter, thanks for the raid. How are you? We're just messing about at the minute. I'm being a passenger, and we're just waiting at a signal at the minute, and I just went to talk to the driver and ask him why we're sitting here. He didn't answer me. Yeah, this is the S-Bahn. It goes from Frankfurt, and you've got 3 S-Bahn routes you can drive. At the moment we're in a regional train, so I'm just exploring the route, Carter. We've just stopped at a Roman amphitheatre, and now we're just on our way to Mines or Mines. I don't know how they say it, but the station is just literally over there in the distance, and we've got a few trains. I'm guessing my platform's occupied, hence why we're having to wait, I think. Yeah, this route come out a couple of days ago now. So this is the we're in the RB44. Sounds a bit like a Formula 1 car, doesn't it? Like a Red Bull car. We're in the RB44. Yep. And we're a couple of minutes late at the minute. So it's nice to know that I'm not the only one that can be late. Now, I could actually open the door and jump out, I suppose, but I want to try and be a good passenger and a well-behaved passenger. What were you streaming anyway, Cardi? Were you doing your Japan stuff again? I did look before I streamed and I didn't think anyone was streaming, so I would have popped in and said aye otherwise. Let's see if they got a tab key here anywhere. Can I get in here and press tab? No idea what all that says. That's an interesting name. Hello, my name is Miss Broach Strathbar. Yeah, you're on PS5. Yeah, you'll be alright. Although, as I said, there'll be a reduced timetable. PC users also get the reduced timetable. They get a choice. So, this is good. So I don't know how long we're going to have to wait here for, but we're already running super late now. It's probably me messing it up, doing things. It's probably me messing up things, putting a shunter down in a platform and just causing carnage. Probably. Yeah. Well, I couldn't get to see the amphitheatre, so I thought if I just put a shunter down at a platform, then I can sit in it and get a better view. Sounds like someone from Pyro, that name. Yeah. Let's have a look, actually. Let's just see when we're... in case there's anything that's leaving. There's supposed to be a train going to Dresden at 10:43. Yeah, I think it's just because probably this service probably got to that point a couple of minutes late, and so it then meant the dispatcher then gave priority to that other train. I mean, it's kind of like real life in a way, in it, where you have to sometimes wait. So there we go. We just had to wait for that to. Yep. We just had to wait for that ice train to go past. There we go. Right, so we're coming into mines now. Well, you can also route hop here to the 80s route, the mines or mains Koblenz route. So then you can drive from Koblenz to here, and then you can route hop to here, and then obviously it's a slightly different route though, because it's set in a different era, but there we go. Right, let's get out here then. So again, if you've got lots of other trains, then obviously you get a lot of layering. So that was the 425 that we've just come out of. And let's have a quick wander around here. We got the subway as well, which is also not supposed to be used apart from in emergencies, although it always gets used apparently. Let's go down there anyway. Just be naughty. I mean, I'm all for breaking rules anyway. You know what I'm like. Oh, there's another service there. Where's that one going to? It's going to there, wherever that is. I don't recognise it from Euro trucks. There's the usual bars of chocolate over there. I wonder if you can go up them stairs over there or not. That'd be interesting to see. As I said, I'm just exploring the stations. If you want to see driving, there's plenty of people doing streams where they're driving along this route. I'm just focusing more on just exploring. Can't go up there, which is about right. They say don't use the underpass, and then they won't let you go up the stairs. What about here? Oh, this is where you can route hop. So you can route hop to the Linky Rheinstrecke mines to Koblenz route. So you can route hop to that route if you want to here. But as I said, it is set in a different era. Can we go up these stairs? No. I bet there is somewhere where we can actually go up some stairs though. Otherwise, I guess it's just the underpass, which is fine. Could be some collectibles. Yeah, I'm not really one for collecting all the collectibles though, to be honest. Here's the route map. Right, so here's the route map anyway. So those of you that have just popped in, I can show you what the route kind of covers. So you basically can drive the S1, the S9 and the S8 routes from Frankfurt. You can drive bits of other routes as well. Basically, Frankfurt station is where the route starts from. So all this stuff you see behind here isn't covered. So you can't drive to any of those stations. So you can't drive, say, the S1 all the way to the other end. You can only drive as far as Frankfurt. But from Frankfurt, for example, you could drive a little bit of the S2. So you can drive from Frankfurt to where that station is there. And that's as far as you can drive the S2. But you can drive the S1, S9 and S8. So you've got basically all of these you can drive. You've also got the airport stations as well that you can go to. So they've got both the regional station and they've also got the newer station, which is where all the intercity state trains stop at. So you got those as well. And I'm guessing you can drive a little bit of the S7 as well from from a couple of stations basically, but I'm not sure. And then you can also go on the regional intercity. So if there's any regional intercity trains that stop here to Frankfurt, you can drive those or go on them to Frankfurt if you wish. I'll show you the map as well. So this is the actual map, the actual official map of the route. So you can see Frankfurt's up here, and then the Frankfurt to Koblenz route, which Frankfurt to Fulda route, which is another DLC, starts from here and then it goes down here and then ends up going in that sort of direction eastwards. But you can see that there's quite a lot of different tracks, so they're like the different routes. So I think the S1 focuses on this part here, and then the S8 and 9 kind of focus on the bottom half. And I think Dovetail was saying that this basically is the river, so you can imagine the river is here. So then one track is on one side of the river, and then the other is on the other, if that makes sense. Let's go down here to the other side. But yeah, there'll be collectibles. I'm not sure what they are. I think they're just like the first aid things, like these kind of things. And then there's some posters, and then some other bits and pieces. Let's see, can I walk out there? No. Let's just have a look. As I said, I'm just wandering around really. So this is the newest version of mine. So when you play the other route set in the 80s, the station has been completely changed. So this is kind of like a newer version of the station here. So the lifts don't work. So this is the next platform for the S8 train going back the other way. We've got lockers here. Usual things. Oh, there we go. That's another thing you can collect is umbrellas. There we go. Lost umbrellas. So, yeah, could be some spoilers here. I think there might be a poster here to do. Or there might not be. Very confusing. I saw this and thought there might be a poster, but never mind. Can we go up there? No. Can we go down there? No. So you can literally just go up and down the subways. What's this here? Is this a collectible? No. Oh, hang on a minute. Where's that train going? Quick. Let's get that train. Hello Dave, how are you? Right, where's this one going to? Does it say? Oh, it says Hamburg. I better not get that one then, because I've got a feeling it'll probably end up not taking me to a good spot. I'm guessing that's just come from Frankfurt, hasn't it? Let's just have a look where I am here. Doesn't really say. I'm guessing it's going the other way. So I don't really want to get that one because we'll just go off map again. Which is not a good thing. We need to get one that says Frankfurt on it if we're going to get one. So that one's going to Hamburg. So yeah, not good. It'll be a class 101 anyway. You're going to be good. Got an interview. Cool. Well, good luck, Dave, as always. Hope all goes well. Say goodbye to buses. Oh. Also got the class 642 in here as well. So if you've got Mittenbahn, whatever it's called, then that'll be a layer. So you can see some of those. I think you might be able to drive that train in some things as well. I'm not sure. Let's have a quick look at the platforms actually to see if the next stations are. What's that one coming in? That's going back to Wiesbaden, which I don't want to go to. Why is it flickering? That's annoying. Stop flickering. Oh, it looks like platform 4 might be the one. Which platform am I on now? This is 4B, isn't it? Pick the right pixel then. Don't start. Yeah, it might be because it was, maybe it's because I was just, oh, I don't know. No, I've literally got the thing, but it just keeps flickering, let's see. There we go. Maybe I just needed to zoom in a bit. Where's this train going? It's going to Saarbrücken, which I won't be able to go to. What's this say up here? It says Nunton. Now I can also, if I want to, I can station hop. So if we end up being stuck at a station for a while, I can always just jump to another station. But I kind of want to do it travelling on the trains if possible. And look, there's even clocks. So Carder will be happy. This station is Carder compatible. It has the Carder compatible seal of approval. Went to see the Mission Impossible Part 2 last night and had done questionable bits that make you want to go ball thing. Oh, I don't know. do you know what? I don't even think. I think I only saw the first Mission Impossible. I've never seen the rest. Did the first Mission Impossible have like the Eurostar in it or something? I can't remember. Well, that might have been another one. And I might have just seen a bit of it, but I don't know. Thumbs up. Yes, indeed, Carder. The station is Carder compatible. So you don't have to wander around and go, oh, what's the time? Although I have got the clock on the bottom right for me as well, but go watch it again then. I'm not really into them sort of films, to be honest. I do like the windows on that train though. They're quite big, aren't they? I mean, look how huge them windows are. I don't know what the driver's cab's like. Well, the driver's cab's not too bad either, is it really? Get a bit of visibility from there. You don't get many small window trains on the German routes. You get big window trains. That looks very nice in there. Oh, there's our train coming in the distance. Oh, I don't know. I think you just got to expect that for a lot of movies though, haven't you? You know, where the realism goes out the window. I mean, it's a bit like that if you watch Star Wars or some other films, isn't it? You know, sometimes the things that happen in the films that you think, oh, that can't happen in real life. You just have to accept it's just a fantasy universe, and the laws of physics can be different there. I think that's the problem. I mean, it's a bit like when I play this game sometimes and the weird things that happen. You know, like if you detach a train while it's still moving and the carriage is just stopped dead. You just have to accept it. But it was enjoyable. I think that's the point, isn't it? It's got, you know, it's something that you enjoy. Where's this train going? Can I get this one? Oh, I think we can get this one. Right, we'll get on this one. And we're going to be going on the S8 line. Right, let's get on here then. It's very busy. We'll sit here, and then I can keep an eye on the screen, because this screen's very handy. It tells me all the stops. Oh, we're actually going back to... Oh, we're going back through the Roman Theatre again. That's alright. I didn't realise Simon Pegg could speak French. Ah, really? Interesting. So yeah, this is all the stops we're going to. So this is the S8, so you can drive this route yourself all the way to Frankfurt. But we've been on this route already to the Roman Theatre, but now we're going back towards Frankfurt again. So there's some of the stations that come up. So we've got the Roman Theatre, which is the next stop. Then we got Mainz, Gustavsburg. Russelheim Opel Work is quite an interesting one, because that's the Opel car factory station. So the workers have a station for the car factory. So trains will stop at during the day. So it's a bit like that station that you get on, is it Tees Valley, where there was like a steel plant that had its own station, and then it was only certain times a day that it would stop there. But I think this one you can stop at more often. But Tom Cruise is still a fast sprinter in his old age. Yeah, I mean, he does a lot of his own stuff still, doesn't he, apparently? Does a lot of his own stunts and things. So we should be leaving here in a minute. So this is the Class 430. Actually, while we sit here, I can just go outside. So yeah, this is the Class 430, which is one of the basically the train that you get in the route that's different from any other train. So this train isn't available in any other DLC. So yeah, and still that thing I hate with collisions on the Unreal Engine, where you get completely messed up. I think I've probably gone back to the back of the train again, haven't I? Yeah, there's the tail lights. It's not really a very good view from this window, is it, CK, really? It's a bit of a small window there. Let's see if we can find a better... This might be a better place to sit here. There we go. So we're going to be going past the Roman Theatre stop again. Does that class of unit only operate twice a day? I don't know if there's a... No, I think a lot of the services on this route are with this one. Or are you talking about because it's 4:30, as in like 4:30 in the morning and 4:30 in the afternoon? Is that what you're trying to say? I guess. I don't know with you. Who knows? But no, a lot of the services are with this train, and then you can also drive the 423, but only on some services. But most of the services for this are on the with the 430. But anyway, we'll carry on going back towards Frankfurt now. And then while we're here, we'll have a quick look at the Roman Theatre again, because obviously some of you didn't see it before, but there's an amphitheatre here, which you can go and visit, which is just over here. There we go. So there's the Roman amphitheatre. So I could have done this the first time around, Egbert. It would have saved me all the hassle, but you can't actually get in there to walk around in it. You have to just do what I'm doing now, but yeah, anyway. So there was like a walkway down there that you could go, and then you got up to the top, and then you couldn't actually get in anyway because it was all like an invisible wall. So it was like, so then I spawned a shunter down on this platform, actually, wasn't it, where I am now. I put a Class 08 shunter down just so I could then use the drone cam to go in there and have a look. But anyway, so yeah, this is the 430, and there's an aircraft going into thing. So there it is. And then this is first class in here, which doesn't really look much difference from the other class, to be honest. Although you do get a little table there, which you don't get over here. You just get, oh, actually you do get a sort of table, but it's not as nice as the other one. Is Egbert still in? Yeah, he was earlier on at the beginning. He then went to get something to eat, but I think he tends to work at home, so he's probably busy working at the same time. Not seen him streaming for a while. I think he streamed a week or two ago. I think he did. Right, next stop is, let's have a look what it is. Is it Gustavsberg, I think? And then we got Frankfurt Flughafen coming up as well. So this is something you can't do on a Japanese route, Cardo. You can't look sideways. But the scenery looks more realistic than the Japanese one. Hello, just back from a few things. Hey, Egbert. No, it's all right. Dave was just asking about you. That was all. For some reason, I'm stuck in the train. I don't know. Oh, that's very nice. We're just going over the river. And there was... I nearly went on yesterday afternoon for stream, but you didn't know, Rose. So yeah, we're just going over the river now. And then hopefully the scenery isn't going to vanish like it did earlier. And then we ended up going off map. Top tip, everybody, if you see a train going to Mannheim, don't get on it, because you go off. CK was calling you horrible names. Oh dear. Children are back in chat again, I see. The kindergarten. Nothing changes. So this is Mainz Gustav Berg, or whatever it's called. Can I actually get out of here? Please? Can I not? Camera's got stuck again. Terrible behaviour. Can I get out here? No. Yeah. The camera's got me stuck in the train, so I can't actually go out the train, which is really annoying now. But there we go. This is Train Sim World for you. At least the passenger... Oh, it might be because I'm sitting down, maybe. Oh, I don't know. I give up. Right, what's the next stop anyway? Next stop is... Maybe I should stand and sit here, CK. There we go. Right, that's better. Now I can actually see the screen. So yeah, next stop is the Mainz Bischofs. Makes me think of Biscoff biscuits or whatever. A little bit of graffiti there. And there was a guy standing on a walking stick as well. I haven't seen that before. That's a new one. As you're not supposed to leave your seat till the train reaches the terminal. No, it was the other camera, Dave. So I've got the sitting down camera, but then I've got the other camera, which is... Oh, here we go. It's all good now. So I wanted to do the outside cam now and again as well, so you can get to see a little bit of the scenery as we're going along. That's a good track for me to go down, isn't it? We have a good ending on there. Everyone's probably going, CK the lag. Yeah, I get it. Oh, was that a cemetery? As I said, this route's very detailed. There's a lot going on. There's a lot of stuff everywhere. You know, all the clutter and stuff. Gets a little bit stuttery, well, you just have to accept that's my PC. As you can see, this train is very busy as well, full of people. I think the mileage will vary though, you know, if you've got a very good PC then obviously you'll have a better experience. Although I think if you're watching a video then obviously you'll have quite a smooth experience. Let's have a quick look here while we're here, see what this is about. Can I open the door? There we go. Oh look, there's a big freight yard over there. Oh. It's just like reality. As soon as you hear the beeping, you want to run. Help! Oh, where's the screen gone? Is it here? Hang on a minute. There's someone sitting in my seat now. Someone's sitting in my seat. Terrible. I'll have to move. Where can I move to? Okay, well, anyway, the next stop is called... Oh, the next stop is the Opel car factory station. We'll have a look out here. Actually, look, there's some freight trains here as well. I think you can drive freight trains on this as well. There's a few services where you can drive freight trains, so that's quite cool. And I think you can do something you can't do in the real train. Oh no, actually that's good. I was expecting to click on the door and it would open. But there we go. I'll be like, oh, you get out of my seat? No, can't really be like that. Anyway, it's always fun to have a walk round. Tickets, please. Let's just sit here and enjoy the view. This is also CARDA compatible. There we go. Got windows that open and close. There we are. So CARDA, if you ever get this route, the train is CARDA compatible. Right, next stop is the Opel car factory station. We got a freight train over there as well, so all that over there is all to do with the car factory. But they're not squeaky windows. Don't know. So what we'll do is I'll get off at the airport station, and then we'll do a quick hop over to the other airport station, because you can't walk between the two, because someone from DTG said that in reality it takes you about 6 minutes to walk from one station to the other, or it used to before, because this route is based on 2018, so the regional station we're going to under the airport doesn't exist anymore, but the other station does, but at some point it would take you 6 or 7 minutes to walk it, so there isn't actually any link. Anyway, so this is the car factory station over there. So that's all the car factory over there. For Opel. Can I pull the emergency stop buttons? Yeah, you can, but they don't do anything. So you can mess about with the controls and nothing happens, which is a good thing, really. CARDA chameleon. Yeah, that's a very popular song. Vauxhall, not Opel. Yes, we're in Germany though, Dave. So yes, I know you want to be. I know you want to try and be anarchy about it, but we are in Germany, so it's the Opel factory. Okay, it's the Opel factory here in Germany. Don't you start now. There's the shunter over there as well. I think you can do some shunting with that train. Or if not, you could probably go into free roam and do some shunting. So there's another station literally just round the corner from here, which is this one, the Rüsselsheim, or wherever it's pronounced. I always pronounce everything wrong. So yeah, nothing wrong there. How are we doing for time? Actually, it's oh, more or less the same. You don't care? Well, I do. The only thing to come out of Germany car-wise is the Skoda and the Volkswagen. Why do you have to spell everything wrong? I think you do it on purpose. Right, anyway, let's have a quick look here. Don't know if that lift works. It does. But anyway, I want to get back in here again. So we've also got Frankfurt and Main Stadium that the train will stop at as well on this route, which is where I think it's what's the name of that Frankfurt team that play? That's where their stadium is. Is it Eintracht? What was it called? Ein something? Yeah, I can't remember now. But that's where that is. So if you want to go and watch a football game, that's the station you go off. But we're going to be going to the airport station. Eintracht, thank you. See, somebody knows. I knew Egbert might know it. He's probably managed them in the past. Raunheim is the next stop. The only thing you're missing really is the announcements, I suppose. I don't know what it is about trains these days. They just don't seem to be like as nice as they used to be, are they? At least you get like a little heater or an air conditioner thing underneath the seats here. But there's probably adverts and that on these as well. Because I mean, like the ones used to go on in Sweden, they always used to have adverts everywhere. I don't know if they have a conductor mode on there for these routes. I don't think they would do, because I don't think they have any need for it really. Because I mean, it's like, I mean, I don't know. I mean, when I've chosen to drive a service, I've not actually been told to go into a conductor mode, because I think this would be like as if you're travelling around in London. You know, you might have revenue people that go on around the trains in London and they just check to make sure you've got an Oyster card or whatever, but I don't think they actually used to check a ticket as such. Not a lot going on here, is there really? We should have to keep an eye out for the aircraft as well, because as we get nearer to the airport, you start to see a lot more planes flying. They tend to have two plane models in here that you see. You either see an A320 or an A350, and yeah, so car over there probably gets a bit more detailed as you get nearer to it. LOD and all that stuff. Texturing's quite good on the floor there as well. Oh, must have been another train pulling in, I thought so. Oh, there's a route map I could have done there, never mind. The trouble is, if you get off at some of these stations, you might have to wait 20 minutes for another train, and that's one reason why I'm not really sticking around at some of these platforms. Because, you know, that's something I do off stream, whereas at the moment I don't really want to get stuck somewhere. I mean, I know there's ways you can get out of it, and you can just teleport to other stations if you want to, but I'm just trying to avoid it as much as possible. At least I know when we go to the airport station there's going to be... Oh look, there's a plane there, look, coming into land. Oh. Better put the gear down, it's a bit like me landing. Someone in chat will say, CK, did you put the gear down? I can't remember. There was actually an SBahn sign there as well. There's actually a LZB sign for this bit. There's a nice little park here. I'm sure there's probably someone writing to Dovetail saying, you know, are the planes based on the real life schedules? I was very disappointed. I was on the train at 11:23, and on flight radar there was an EasyJet flight landing, and when I looked out the window there wasn't one. I was very disappointed, Dovetail. I'd like to have a refund of my money. So anyway, we're heading along. I think we're doing about 160 now. Sorry about all the stutteriness. This is what happens when you play on a potato PC. Some of you will probably say, well, the game's like that, no matter what sort of PC you have. But anyway. Good. Lots of trees here. If I put motion blur on, then you can just see. There you go. You can just see blurry trees. There we go. Motion blur. We can have it like the Train Sim Classic way. Train Sim Classic convertible, compatible. I actually like motion blur. Some people don't like it, but anyway. I don't like motion blur in Flight Sim, but in Train Sim I quite like it. I know it's not everybody's thing though, but I don't know. Don't know what the next stop is. What is the next stop? We're obviously into a town. Just have a quick look here. Oh, this is Kelsterbach, or Back, or however it's pronounced. And then the next stop after that is the Frankfurt Regional Bahnhof. I'll just hear a plane. I love the way I dive back in there. It's just like reality, isn't it? Because that's what happens, you know, when you're at the railway station and you hear the doors and then you're like, ah. Right, next stop is the Frankfurt Flughafen, the Regional Bahnhof. As I said, this station doesn't exist anymore. I think it... But as this route is set in 2018, at the time it did exist. And I think a lot of people wanted this station in, which is one reason why Dovetail did the route, to put it in. I think in reality now there's just an S-Bahn stop which is called something Gardens. I can't remember, but you've got both in here anyway. The other station you might recognise, especially if you've played Euro Trucks and also played Flight Sim, you'll recognise the other station building. We'll be hopping over to that one, so when we get off at the regional station we'll have a walk around there quickly, and then we'll station hop to the other Frankfurt railway station, which is the one that all the intercity trains stop at, and then you'll be able to see that one, which would probably be more recognisable. So we're now going to be going underground shortly into a tunnel, which then takes us underneath the station, underneath the airport, kinda. Now, if you've got the other route, you can drive a little bit of the S-Bahn. I think you can drive a little bit of S8 and S9 if you have the other route, but only just do a few stations. I'm just going to be coming out in a minute at the airport. So you can't go upstairs or anything, as far as I know. I think you literally are just stuck in the confines of the airport and can change platforms, but this makes me think about when I went to Amsterdam or Stockholm, Arlanda. I think they have like an underground station. Right, let's get out here then. Let's see. I like the texturing on the walls and things here. I like this as well. Don't know what that is on the floor. Just a bit of rubbish. Of course, it's very quiet because normally you'd have lots of announcements as well. We've got a what's this one? A Cafe & Co. It's very empty. They must have had some shoplifting. They must have had shoplifters in. They've completely taken all the stock. There we go. They must have, yeah, they must have had a raid. Can we go in here? Yeah, there's some. You can go up into like a stationy sort of concourse area. This makes me think of Grand Theft Auto. You know, when you're in when you're going down onto that tram system. The entrances is temporarily closed. Well, that's about right, because that's the usual. As I said, we will be going over to the other station in a minute. Look at all the rubbish everywhere, though. Terrible. Terrible. Oh, there's the map. There's a big map over there. Look how big that map is. You can actually... I haven't got all the settings on the highest texture setting, but I can still read all the places on that map. Wow, that's... all them stations there. Got a bit of everything. Worms, look. You've got a place there called Worms. Worms, HBF, Mannheim. Wow. Dirty. I wonder if there's any Egbert stations on here. Or Borsdorf. Bad Salthausen. Yeah, don't want to go there because it's bad. Egbertsville, I can see there. Carderville. Dave's Language School, I can see there as well. Oh look, there's Egbert, he's spying on me over there. he's keeping an eye on what I'm doing. Egbert's watching me. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff on the map. You'll probably get someone doing a YouTube video next week saying, I saw this map in the game, and I was hoping that when Dovetail released this route, every station on that map was included. I want a refund. I want my money back. I could be like a dodgy seller, couldn't I, for DGG? I could basically say, oh, the route comes with all these stations, and then just tell you all that that's what it comes with. Tough. Right, anyway, so this is the one of the stations, and we'll go across to the other one. But I have to route hop. So on the map we are here, and then the other station is just across over here. So we're just going to route hop to it. That was quick. So here's the other Frankfurt station, which some of you probably recognise from ETS2, because in ETS you literally drive straight past this building. So then this is where all the intercities trains go from. It's a shame that I can't go into like a drone cam and show you what it looks like, but it's quite an impressive building. I don't know if we can go out and you can just sort of see a bit of it, because once you see like part of it, then you'll recognise it. There we go. So that's what the building looks like from the outside, and then there's that road. But this is where all the intercity trains stop at. I can hear a plane. Kind of. Can't see any planes though. And you can drive trains to Frankfurt to here as well. So if there's a train that's going to Frankfurt, you can get on it and go directly into the city. I don't know what this train is over here. Is this train going to the Frankfurt, I wonder? I'm not sure. Oh no, that one's going to Munich. Okay, well I don't want to... Although it says Frankfurt. Oh, that's going Frankfurt to Munich, so yeah, can't get that one then. That's confusing me though. I don't think I want to get that one. Yeah. I just don't want to go off track again. I probably want to get a train that's going the other way, don't I? No, I'll watch the ice train leave. Of course, you have to have the relevant DLC to see this train as a layer on the PC, that is. There's even a clock here. I think I need to go over to the other side, don't I, really? Let's just go upstairs and see what's up here. Oh, well that's good. I can't go up there. Again, it's... oh, okay. I see what it's doing here. It's letting me go up to that little layer there. You can't actually go up right to the top. You can literally just go across from one platform to the other. So... oh, look at that Carder. Oh. You can go to Amsterdam. In Dortmund. There must be a train that's going to Frankfurt from here. I'm confused. What's going on? How can I get to Frankfurt from here? There's got to be a train that takes me to Frankfurt from here, isn't it? Surely. Terrible. What's going on? What am I missing? What am I missing here? There's got to be a train that takes me to Frankfurt that from this station. Because I mean, if they're going from Frankfurt to somewhere, they've got to be coming back to Frankfurt, surely. I don't know. Terrible. What's this one coming in? Where's he going? Is he coming in here? Is that the Amsterdam train? Maybe I should get that. Maybe I should get the Amsterdam train. That's coming in from the other direction. Oh, it's super confusing me now. You can see that CK is an expert in train travel here. So that one's going to Dortmund. Yeah, there's lines going off everywhere, isn't it, here? See, this is the area around Frankfurt. Look how crazy it is of all the track work and everything. It's just mad. I can sort of see why it doesn't work on the PS4 or the other consoles, really. Because the amount of memory this must take up, you know, even with the OHLE and everything. Must be pretty insane, really. I think it's just down to memory, really. I think it's just because those consoles don't have a lot of memory. I mean, because, for example, an Xbox Series X is more powerful than my PC is. But it's just that I have an extra 8 gigabytes of RAM compared to the Xbox Series X, which is why I can run a timetable that can't. Yeah, this is the station from Frankfurt's Koblenz line in TSC, isn't it? I think so, Carter. You drive past it in Euro trucks as well. When you go through past Frankfurt, you see it. I don't know when this train is supposed to be leaving. This is the Amsterdam train, but I don't know what time it's supposed to leave, because part of me is just tempted to sit in it and then oh no, it's about to go. Should have thought about it earlier, actually. I could have sat in the seat there and then I could have just used the camera to take you outside of the station briefly. Looks good. Yeah, it's not bad. Not bad. You can drive it. You can Amsterdam Centre. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's the Carder Express. Well, partly. Because obviously still a bit left. So yeah, you know, you get the timetable and everything. I'm just trying to see if I could get a train that went to Frankfurt from here, like an express. But if not, I'll just have to go across to the other platform again and get a train from there again. I just wanted to show you the stations, really, because obviously there's the old underground station that doesn't exist anymore, and then they've got this station here. Yeah, exactly. I mean, you know, it's just basically Amsterdam is like the country, and then it's like from the country, then you then travel onwards. You know, it's a bit like having a train that went to London, and then you could say Sap, and then obviously you'd have to then head further north. So yeah, this is what the station obviously looks like from the outside, which is, as I said, quite recognisable. So those of you that play Flight Sim, it's quite a recognisable building around the airport. If you play Euro Trucks, it's a recognisable building as you drive along the road from Frankfurt going somewhere, and then obviously in Train Sim it's this kind of thing as well, like a cruise ship. Yeah, kind of. Obviously, it's quite. Right. Anyway, I think what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to go across to the other station again. Just going to have a quick look on the map. The other station's down here. That's a train that's heading away, so we want to get a train that's heading. Oh, here we go. Let's just quickly go to the regional station, which is on the other side. Right, we're going to jump on that train again, I think, which is the that's the S9. So this is the S9 one as well. So I'm just going to be very naughty and jump on here if I can. There we go. Right, so we're on the S9 train now. And this one, the S9, we're going to be stopping at the Frankfurt Stadium, which is the next station, which is the one for the football stadium for Eintracht Frankfurt is his station. So this station is served by both the S8 and the S9 trains. So both of those lines use this station, and the S1 is a different route entirely. So we're here, but the S1 route is basically going along the top here. So it starts from up here, and then the S1 literally goes along this route up here, and then the S8 and the S9 kind of come down here, and then they vary. So one takes a slightly different route somewhere else, so there's different stops. So if you take the S9, you'll stop at different stations compared to the S8. So yeah, you can also drive this train, the S8, in another route, but you only can drive it for a few stations. If you get the Frankfurt to Fulda route, which you can route hop to here, you can do a few stops in the S8 and S9 as well. I've seen there for quite a while actually. He looks a bit dodgy with that bag, doesn't he? It's like he's apprehensive. It's first class. Maybe I should sit in here, you know, because after all, you know, I suppose I should do really. Let it get a nice wooden table thing. That's what you pay the extra for, to get a nice little IKEA type table. I don't know how it works. I don't know if you can like lift it up and throw your rubbish in it. What's in the bag, sir? Yeah, exactly. A tea. Cup of tea. So yeah, sorry I've not been driving in the trains in the route. I probably might do a stream at some point where I'm actually driving the trains, but there's so many people streaming this route where they're driving trains, so I'm just trying to do something a little bit different, as in like you can walk around and look at some of the stations rather than just driving a train. Could be a nice bucket for the champers. That's an idea, yeah. That's a good point there, Egbert. Well done. Well done there, Egbert. I don't know if we'll be able to see the football stadium as we get nearer. I like the fan. Look at that. It's even got a GPU fan on there. Look. Always makes me think of a graphics card. Let's see that. It's like a graphics card fan. Too small for a GPU. Well, it could be like one of those like really early ones, you know, before they really had to have GPUs, you know, when it was just a heat sink. You know, if you really go back, I mean, you could have a graphics card that didn't have a it was just a heat sink on the CPU and nothing else. That might be from the Class 66, that one actually. No, it's even got, look, you see, look, it's even got where the air goes in, and then it, see what I mean? It is like a GPU. Maybe that's what powers those screens. You can even see where the air comes in. You can see where this route was based in 2018. This is where they were constructing the new route. So there was a lot of construction going on about. Some more of those like toilet roll things. Bug filter. Oh yeah, that could be that as well, yeah, definitely. A bug filter. You're not getting confused, are you, Card, with all these different views? You know, I know you've been playing that Japanese train sim for a few days now. You might be getting so used to just seeing one view. I don't understand. CK's, there's been multiple views. What's going on? How does he get a sideways view and a back view? How does that work? Oh, there's the stadium over there. So it's still a bit of a walk. So you've got to come out here, and the actual football stadium is just over there. So it's still a bit of a walk, isn't it? This is revolutionary. A free cam. Yeah, I know. Terrible. Some nice little wooden houses over there as well. Someone's got a picnic table. You gonna get on the train or what? Come on, get on. Oh look, they've even got glasses now. They've moved on. There was one I saw earlier with a walking stick standing there. Anyway, we'll just carry on going. What's the next stop then? Doesn't really tell me, does it? Let's have a look. Let's see if I can see on the screen. What's the next stop? Oh, we're getting into the Frankfurt area now. We've got the Frankfurt Niederrad, whatever that is. Congratulations, you've received 100 messages today with Restream. See you guys later for sure. Time for me to part real life stuff. Good to see you back in the Wales. Yeah, it's only now and again, Cardo. Thanks for watching. Oh no, no doubt catch you a bit later. As we're heading toward... Oh, there's the stadium over there. There we go. I think you see that stadium actually when you're on approach to Frankfurt, don't you? You fly over near it. It's actually here as well. But yeah, Hanau is actually on another route, so if you drive Frankfurt to Fulda, you can actually stop at this station there. We've got Constable. Yeah, as I said, you can only go as far as Frankfurt though. Got to keep an eye on the time as well. What is the time now? Oh, 11:55. I've got time for a little bit more yet. Let's go up to the next part of the train here. Oh wow, that's an interesting. Look at that clock there. That's quite a cool one. Let's get back in here. This train's quite empty. This one. Not many people on here. I still think that there's somebody. Hello, somebody here. There's a couple of people. It's not mega busy, is it? And the next station after this one is Frankfurt. The main station is the next one, which is cool. That's good. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Frankfurt and then I'm going to route hop to the other route, and then we're going to drive the S8 and S9 from a few stations to the end destination, which is Hanau Hauptbahnhof. Fortunately, you can't do this on this route because it only doesn't cover all the stations, but we can do a little bit more of this route in another train, which is quite interesting. And you also get to see a bit of Frankfurt station as well. Now if you've got a console, you don't really see a lot of the stuff on the Frankfurt station at all, but on the PC you get to see a lot more trains and things on the timetable. Might as well just sit here actually. Let's see, just sit here. So yeah, you get like a little, you don't get an ice bucket in standard class, unfortunately. Going to go over the river again, and then you can start to see the Frankfurt skyline in the distance there. There's Frankfurt city centre just over there. There's a nice one train there as well as we make our way round. Oh, I'll just get a crash then. That's me pressing the wrong button. I thought to myself, I'm going to make it crash now, and it got its knickers in a twist because I pressed the button to go to the outside view, and then it thought about it. Luckily we didn't get an unreal crash then. Never mind. Right, we're just going to go into the underground area in a second, and then we'll be at the underground station at Frankfurt, and then we can walk up the stairs and go to the top. So yeah, it's a little bit stuttery here. I'm not surprised, for me, considering that it's probably rendering a lot of things in. Yeah. With my PC, I'm not surprised. This is like running a train sim classic scenario with, you know, when you get a scenario at a very busy station. There's a lot of trains here. As you can see. Right, we're just, and also all the OHLEs are pretty crazy as well. Right, we're just going into the underground section now. So we're just going down the slope towards the underground. You can see my frame rates have definitely dropped here. Should be alright again in a minute. As we go through these tunnels. Here we are at the underground station. So we get quite a few other S-Bahn trains meeting up here. So it's quite a little busy station here. You get like the S6 train there, and some of these trains you can't actually drive because they don't actually cover part of the route. It's literally only the S1 and S8 and 9s that you can drive. You can also drive a bit of the S2. I like these textures that they have down here for this underground station as well. So I think there's 4 platforms here, and then you can go upstairs. I think we can go up here, maybe. Yeah, we can go up here, and then there's like a big concourse area, and then you can then go up some more stairs to the actual station on top, which is pretty cool. So we can go around here somewhere. Here we go. So now we're going to go into the upstairs part of the station. There we go. Up we go. And here we are. And then we have all the trains up here as well. Some of which you can drive. Some services, not too many though. Most of them are going to places that go off route. So yeah, you can see Frankfurt station here and all the concourse and everything. Of course, if you got all the trains with all the layers, then yeah, good, all cool. There's a bookshop. And what you can also do is you can route hop, which is what we're going to do in a second, because I just want to take you on a couple of journeys. So we're going to go to the other route, which is Frankfurt Fulda, and then we literally load that up, and then we can take a train a little bit further. So you can, as I said, route hopping is a pretty cool idea. I mean, it just saves you having to go out of the game, back to the main menu, choosing a service, coming back. It's kind of like a shortcut in a way. And then it will take me back to a Frankfurt station, but on a different map. And then you can drive to a different location. So we'll have a look at the route map once it spawns in, once we get into the sim again. And we'll have a quick look. When it loads up. Here we go. So here we are. So we're at Frankfurt again, but obviously on a different route. So there might be some differences between them, the building and things. because of the fact it's you know, made at a different time. I think, for example, a lot of it is very similar though. They might just have different signs up here compared to before. There's another route map here. There we go. So if we have a quick look at the map. So this is the Frankfurt map on here. So for example, the other route that I've just come off had everything all over here. So there was like a big large area of track all around here. Whereas this route from Frankfurt just focuses on an area that just comes off here and then ends up going in an easterly direction all the way up to the other end. So it's quite a big route really. All the way up to the top where you go up to Fulda. But what we're going to do is we're just going to do a service that's just going to take us to down along here somewhere. Where's this one? There's Frankfurt Main South. I think it's along here somewhere. Anyway, we'll come out and try and find a train that's heading that way. I think they're down this end, if I remember. You can go to Kassel, you can go to quite a few places. Got the ICE trains here. We've got an ICE1 and an ICE3. I think it's one of these trains over here actually. I think we go on. Yeah, this is the one. Platform 6 and 5. Which is going in 35. Okay, so there might be a bit of a wait, so it might be easier for me just to actually just drive a service maybe. Or we can actually platform hop. So that's what I might do. I might platform hop to here, to another station, and then we can wait for a train there. So that's what I'm going to do now. I'm just going to platform hop. Let's have a look down the route. And then we'll get a train from there. Just got to make sure I pick the right station. I think it's this one here actually. Offenbach. Now can I route hop here? This doesn't have the icon though. Can I not jump to it? Well, it might be because it's not a TSW4 or 5 route maybe. I think I can do it in God mode. Hang on a second. Can I do it in God mode? I think I can do it in here. Although I can't remember where. Can't remember where you did it. No, it wasn't that one. Can't remember where I do it now, and I don't want to. I'm sure there was a way you could do it somewhere, and then you could jump to. Never mind. I don't want to go down that path. But it's a shame though you can't actually do that. So anyway, never mind. Just have a quick look here. So that train goes to Zurich. Just gonna have a quick walk up here, just in case there's another train that goes that way. Well, that's going at 12:38. This one's going at 12:15 to Dieburg. I don't know if that's actually where I'm going. Let's see this one here. It's going to Mannheim, which I don't think is going the way I want it to be going. What's this one? Limburg. Not sure on these ones. Oh, they've still got the 2 people sitting there. They're in the other one as well, so that's good for consistency. Because you can literally go to the other map and then those 2 people are still sitting there. It's really cool. I don't know what year this route is set in either. So I think what I might do is I might just come out to the main menu and then just do a free roam. There is a train at 26 though. Which is weird. The other ones, this other one's here. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to main menu and then I'm going to just take you to this other spot on this map where you can drive the S8 and 9 services if you want to. Just for a few stations. It's the only way, for example, if you want to get that experience of trying to do one of the whole S8 and S9 routes, is basically the only way you can do it really. So you can go to Frankfurt folder. So let's choose a route. So let's do this one, and then it'll be literally going to on foot, and then we go to, there we go, often. I think it's Offenbach HBF maybe. I can't remember which one it is. We'll do this one anyway. We'll set it to now, and then I'll just set custom weather cloud, and then we'll just pop in here. Hopefully it's the right one. If it isn't, it isn't. But that was the station that I was going to get a train from Frankfurt to there, but obviously there just didn't seem to be one just at the specific time. If there was literally one in a couple of minutes, 5 minutes or so, I would have jumped on it, but there wasn't. So I just want to show you that about the S8, S9 link. No, is this the station here? This might be. Let's have a look on the map. No, it's not. Okay, but fret, don't, no need to fret. I'll do a bit of cheating. We'll use the magic of running super fast. If I can actually get onto the track. Right, here we go. So I think it's the next station up actually. I hope I'm going the right way. Yeah, here we go. Right. Oh, I might have to just... How do I get over there? Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. I need to get over this side, I think. There we go. Right. Right, basically how it works is you can see the track there goes down into a tunnel. Now basically that all those tunnels are basically all underground stations that are under Frankfurt, which that other S-Bahn route doesn't cover. So this is the first stop. So when the S8 and S9 trains come out, they come out of this tunnel here, and this is the first overground station that they stop at. So you can actually take the S8 and S9 trains to their final destination, which is a few stations up. You can also see you can get the S2 train here, but they literally just come in here to stop, because the way it works is the S2 trains and the S1 trains, they go off down this track here, which ends to a dead end. And so the S8 and S9 trains, though, you can drive, or you can obviously join a journey for a little bit. So I think they come over here, and then you've got the hopefully it'll say the S8 and S9 on here somewhere, which go to, there we go, Hanau, or whatever it's called. So yeah, and then you can, so we'll just wait for a train to come in, and then you can either drive it to Hanau, which is a few stops up the track, or you can just sit on it. As I'm just carrying on with the theme of just riding trains, we'll just wait for the train to come in and I'll ride it to the end stop for the S8 and S9. So at least you kind of, even though it is the end stop, so at least in a way you can kind of start from the end stop on the S8 and S9 and finish at the end stop of the S8 and S9 on the other route, kind of. You just miss the bit out in the middle. You just miss out, you just miss out all this bit here, all these underground stations here, because this is Frankfurt station, and then you've got all the underground stations here that you miss out on. And then I think Hanau is over here, so you've literally got at least a little bit of a few stations to drive. So what you could do is you could, you know, you could start here and go to Hanau, and then you could then get a train that goes to Frankfurt, and then you could route hop to the other route and then carry on driving the S8 and S9 from there. It's the only way, it's only much as a route. I don't know if they ever will do the other route, but I don't think they will do. So this is the entrance to the station here as well. It's making me think of Omsi. Wow, that wouldn't be able to get something, better get a very low track on there. A lovely route. Yeah, we're on a different route now, Egbert. I don't know if you've been here, but we've jumped onto another Frankfurt route now. But it's just to finish off the journey, so to speak. So the S1 trains come here as well, I think. There's the an A350. So on this route, all the planes fly into Frankfurt in one direction. Oh, it's okay. I wasn't sure if you'd been away and then you'd come back and then you just saw me standing here and didn't realise that I was on a different route now. I'm just trying to show where the routes you can kind of at least kind of get some continuation. So if you want to drive the S8 and S9 for a bit, you can. Unfortunately, there's not a route map anywhere, I don't think, along here, so I can't bring one up. There might be a route map over there, maybe. Let's see. No. It's just posters. There's that guy with the bag again. I reckon he's following me, you know. I reckon he's got a video camera in there. I think he's videoing me. He might have all my live streaming equipment in there. Maybe he's doing the live stream for me. You know, remote live stream. I really shouldn't go. We'll go down the proper way, actually, because just in case there's any collectibles. Oh no, okay. So how this route works is you literally, yeah, okay. So you literally just go up the relevant part to. I wonder if he's got different coloured bags. I don't know. They have added bags in here over time. Oh, there's another one. I'm guessing it's just red at the moment. Maybe they're going to add some other ones in at some point. Right, I better get back on the other side because my train's going to be there in a minute. Right, anyway. She looks like she's about to pickpocket. That looks well dodgy. So yeah, this is the S8 train coming in next, and you can also get the. There you go, and there's some of the faster trains that come through. Let's skip the stations. Could be a lifeboat. Yeah, it could be. That's a good idea. Could be a hot air balloon. in a bag. Could be a tent. Oh, here comes my train. Right. So this is the S8. This is the S9, which I think it was the train that I got off. I got off an S9. We've been on the S8 and the S9 today. But this won't be a 4:30. This will be a 4:23, I think. Purely because unless they update this route to include the 4:30, then why can't I get in it? Oi. Oi, no, let me on. Let me on the train. Why can't I get on? I'll get on the train. What on earth? Let me on the train. Why won't it let me on? Right, I'm not going to get away with it. You're not escaping from me. Terrible, won't even let me get on the train. Odd, I know. I think it wasn't CK compatible. Anyway, I managed to get on in the end. So yeah, we got a few more stops. So this is the S9, so we're carrying on now. Wow, it's very, very full on here, isn't it? Look at this, how busy this train is. It's like a different world. It's like there's no empty seats, or there is a couple. Maybe that's why it wouldn't let me on, because it was a bit full up. And I doubt it though. So anyway, yeah, so you can take the S9 or the S8 all the way to the Hanau stop. It just doesn't have all the bits up to Frankfurt, which is a shame. But at least you can kind of... oh, look at that. It's like a little, like a sofa area. Look at that. Coach class seat. Reminds me of the Connex Express that used to have like a couch area when they used to run between London and Brighton. They used to have like a carriage where you had like a sofa like this you could sit on, kind of thing. Egbert's probably saying, why didn't you? Well, I was going to say that would be the best seat in the house, but you can't see nothing because there's another train connected up to it, so... No, I don't know why. It could have just been a weird bug thing. I've had that sometimes where there's been trains that I couldn't board for some reason. It could have been related to that. But at least I managed to get on anyway. I thought, well, if I can get on through the cab, so I managed to get on anyway. Managed to work my way onto it. I was just worried it was going to drive off without me, and then I'd be standing there, and then it might be another 10-minute wait for the next train. And I thought, well, I don't want to wait for another 10 minutes, so just took measures really. So yeah, you can drive the S8 along here and the S9 for a few stations to the terminating stop. So you've got Wiesbaden, which is down the other end, which is where I started the stream at. So that's where the S8 and S9 start from, and then we're literally going to the other end now, where they terminate. So it's a bit like going the Piccadilly line and going all the way to Heathrow, and then going to the other end, which I'm trying to think, where's the other end for the Piccadilly line? I can't remember now. Uxbridge, isn't it? Somewhere like that. See if I can get on here. So you can get on? Oh, I can get off. Okay, that's weird. No, it's fine. Maybe it was that platform. Maybe it was that platform I was on. Maybe there's like, down one end of it there's an invisible wall or something that's blocking you from getting on it. Don't know. Anyway, I managed to get on alright on this one. So I don't think it was the train itself. Maybe it was that platform on the other station. Perhaps there was just an invisible wall there. I don't know. What's the next stop? Dietersheim. So there's literally like another 3 stops really, and then we're at the end spot. See, what would be cool is that one day if they did a route that started at Fulda and went somewhere else, and then you could just route hop between them. So even though you can't get like a route which is like one super long route, at least you're gonna can do it. No worries, Egbert. Thanks for watching. Once I get to Hanau anyway, I was gonna stop the stream. So it's all good. You can always watch the VOD back later and see what it was like at the final destination. It's only another few minutes now, and then we'll be at the end anyway. Another couple of stops left to go now. It's quite a nice little house there, a little driveway, solar panels on the roofs there. I think we've gone over to the other side now, so I think the other train tracks are on that side now. Yes, we've sort of gone underneath. And we got Steinheim, or Steinheim, however it's pronounced. That's the next stop. So there seems quite long sections on here as well. Another couch area here. Oh, it's not really a couch, is it? It's more like one of those places where you can sort of kind of sit on. Just have a quick jump out here and have a look at this station. hopefully we can jump back on the train again. So yeah, just up on a level. Looks like we're about to go over a bridge. Let's go back down this end again. And just sit here. And I can go to the F3 view. Yeah, so there's another, looks like a bridge coming up. So there's the fast lines here from Frankfurt and to Frankfurt on this side. And then all the S trains use these two tracks here. Actually, no, it's just a single track now, so we're just on a single track to Hanau, or however it's pronounced. Sorry for pronouncing it wrong. So you can drive the S8 and S9 over to here. Go over a river again. Over a bridge. Which the camera system doesn't like very much. Oh gosh. The only thing I don't like about the Unreal Engine is the camera things where the cameras can go all over the place if they hit objects and stuff. Same thing happens in Fernbus as well. If you go outside and you hit a lamppost, it sort of does something weird with the camera. So I don't know what you thought about the stream in total. You know, did you like it? Did you enjoy it in a way? I know it was a bit crazy, a bit all over the place. Got to see some of the stations. There was quite a lot of these of the route that you don't get to see. Obviously, there are other content creators out there doing routes with this, driving the routes, driving the trains, so you'll get a better view of what the route's about. But I just wanted to show it from a different perspective, really, as in, you know, just showing another thing that you can do in Train Sim World compared to, say, Train Sim Classic, and that's basically just having freedom to sort of jump off trains, go on to different trains and travel around. So here we go, so we've got an S9 train here that's going back to Wiesbaden, which is where we started the stream. So this is like the end point here. So these trains both terminate here and then they'll go back to the relevant point. Now I'm surprised there isn't any S8 trains in there. Now there might be at some point. It might just be coincidental that we just got two trains over here. We'll have a quick look over on the other side as well, because the station is quite big. Pardon me for going over all the track as I do. Oh, look, there is a station here as well. This might be where the S8 trains go from. Maybe. I'm not sure. Let's have a look. Is that an S8 train? No, it's a regional train. Although that one is going to Frankfurt Sid. So as I said, there is stations here as well. Platforms. That's going to Vienna. A nice train. And then we've got a cargo area over here as well. So some cargo trains situated over here as well. Now, I don't know if these trains are actually going to be trains that actually go off and do anything, or they're just static wagons in the yard. You might be able to find that you can go into free roam and you can literally like couple up to those trains and just drive them somewhere if you wish. I'm not sure. Got some of the older style signal in here as well, as you can see, which is quite cool. And yeah, looks like there's a nice train just coming into the other side over there as well. Oh, it's just coming through the station actually. That's interesting. What was that? Oh, I've just eaten a Frankfurter. Didn't even get a chance to look at it before I ate it. Sorry about that. Oh well, that's my lunch gone for today anyway. I don't know if the S8 trains start. The RE50. So you can get that train to Fulda. There's more RE trains. So I think, yeah, I think this one is just all the S trains stop here. But there's no S8s, which is interesting, because the S8s do go to here as well, so I don't know why they're not showing. Maybe they just didn't have them as an AI service. Maybe they didn't have the S8s. No idea. But you can get the S9 here anyway, which is pretty cool. And that's where I'm going to end the stream. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the little journeys around, checking out some of the different stations on the route, and I'll no doubt catch you all in another stream. So you take care of yourselves, and I'll see you all another time. So yeah, thanks for watching everybody, and take care of yourselves, and see you all very soon.